Welcome back to RamZland. Today we're going to learn about thermal energy transfer, conduction, convection, and radiation. This cool device illustrates both conduction and convection. Conduction is heat transfer through a solid. So when my hand that's warm touches the solid glass, I'm transferring heat from a solid, my hand, to the glass, which is solid. But then it also illustrates convection because as the atoms start to warm up in the liquid changes from potential energy to thermal kinetic energy as the liquid begins to rise. Heat transfer through a liquid or a gas is called convection. Well, here's another cool example of convection. I've got a flask with a little bit of water on a heat pad. Of course, the water is beginning to boil and it changes into steam. Heat transfer through a liquid or a gas is an example of convection. You can see that steam is rising, and when it hits the mouth of the flask, it makes the quarter move. Also remember that the hot pad is solid and that the glass flask is solid. So heat transfer from a solid to a solid, that's conduction. The next form of heat transfer that I'd like to share with you, of course, is radiation, which can be demonstrated with my radiometer. Right now, you can see the vanes of the radiometer are not moving, but when I use my floodlight, you can see energy transfer through electrons as energy is transferred from the floodlight to the radiometer. Look at it go. It's really moving quick. Here's another one over here. It's not moving. Now I'm going to put the light on it. Immediately it starts to move. This is heat transfer through radiation. Just like when you're outside and you feel the heat of the sun on your face, that's radiation. Look how fast it's moving. This one's starting to slow down. I'll speed it up again. That's heat transfer through radiation. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's review of thermal energy transfer. Remember, conduction is heat transfer through a solid, convection is through a liquid or a gas, and radiation is through electrons.